Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I've got a super exciting video for you. We are going to be testing out the new Urban Decay Naked Honey Palette. I am so excited about this. So this hasn't actually launched yet if you're watching this on the day that I've uploaded it. This launches on the 13th of September in the UK on Urban Decay's website, and it launches in store nationwide on the 26th. So I feel very privileged to be able to try this out for you guys early. Oh, are you ready for this? You've probably seen this online already, to be fair, but look at this. Is that not just gorgeous? When I first saw this, I did think, ooh, gold tones, that is an interesting choice for autumn. Usually I would pair gold with summer, but what I love about this is that a lot of them, I don't know how they transfer yet because I haven't used them. Obviously, I'm gonna try them out together, but this shade and this shade, they seem to have kind of like green undertones, and all of them have kind of very earthy undertones, which I really like. There's a great selection of matte and shimmer shades in here as well. Like, these would all be so perfect for day to day. There's a good range of transition shades for different skin tones in here, which is really good. There's a couple of crease shades. You could even use this as a crease shade if you're pale. And then you've obviously got your shimmers in there as well. Okay, so obviously I've gone for a really bold lip. Usually when I'm testing an eye palette, I wouldn't tend to go for a really bold lip, but you know what? I thought I want to create a dramatic look today, and this palette looks like it can pull it off. Okay, so I'm going to use the brush that comes in the palette, and I'm going to start by using this shade, which is called Swan. I think this is like the perfect shade to start with, isn't it? Ooh, this fluffy brush is a little bit flat. I wasn't expecting that. So disclaimer, I already own most of the Naked palettes, and I love all of the ones that I own. I remember the days when I used to spend my student loan on makeup, and I used to be obsessed with the Naked palettes. I was obsessed with the Naked 2 and the Naked 3 palette, and I've used Urban Decay's eyeshadows for years as well. They're such amazing quality. So I'm basically just creating a look with this because I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to love this palette. This is such a nice transition shade. I'm going to pop a little bit just underneath my lower lash line as well. By the way, guys, I've ditched my fake tan today. I am so pale. Sometimes when I don't wear fake tan, some of you guys are like, Kate, your lighting's off, you're a bit washed out. Babes, this is just the colour of my skin, okay? So I'm basically just building this up in the sockets. I love this, by the way. There's absolutely no fallout, albeit it is a light shade, but it's really smooth. I love this shade, actually. I love that yellow undertone. I think it's really gorgeous, and it goes with this dark lip so well. Next, I'm going to use this slightly darker shade called Keeper. I like that, like beekeeper. Oh, they've all got like bee names. Flyby, Sweet, Swarm, Amber, Keeper, Golden, Honey, Queen, Hive, Drip, Habic, what? I'm so confused. Am I being stupid? HBIC, is that a word? I mean, I'm sure it probably is, but like, what does that mean? And then Sting, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna use this Keeper shade right underneath where I popped the transition shade, like right in the socket. I really like this brush, by the way. I like how it's just slightly flat, like, look at that. It just fits into your socket so well. Oh, look at that blend. Look at the way those colours just go together. I love it. Again, I'm gonna pop just a tiny bit of that on my lower lash line. I absolutely love the undertones in this palette. Those like yellowy but earthy undertones just look so nice. Like, oh, I really like it. It's something that's a little bit different to any other gold palette that I own, and I love that. And I absolutely love, like I said, how these have blended together so seamlessly. So I'm taking a tapered blending brush. This is the Zoeva 228 Luxe crease brush. I'll link it down below along with the other brushes that I'm using if I use any others, and also the rest of my makeup just in case you're interested. But I'm gonna go in with Drip, which is another matte shade. It's a little bit darker, it looks a bit chocolatey, this one. I'm gonna pop this right in the crease. I'm gonna pat that on because I really just want to keep it here, and then I'm gonna kind of blend it slightly into the socket, but keeping it below those two shades that we've already applied. Oh, look at that. Oh, I know that all of these shades are in one palette and they should complement each other, but they really, really do. And on a pencil brush, I'm gonna take that same shade and just apply it to my lower lash line. I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, Sting, and I'm going to, what brush should I use? I'll just use this. I'm going to darken up the crease. This is such a perfect autumn palette. I love these tones. By the way, do any of you guys get this? I have this one little patch on my eye here where my eyeshadow never blends. I don't know if I just have dry skin there or what, but like for years my eyeshadow has just never ever blended in that one particular spot. It's so bizarre. And again, I am going to pop that right on the outer third. I can't speak when I'm doing makeup, it's a real hindrance. Are you ready for my favourite bit? I'm gonna go in with the lid shade. Which one am I gonna choose? I think I'm gonna go for Honey. So this is the one that I am most drawn to in the palette. It's a gorgeous kind of deep, well, not even a deep gold. It's kind of like a dirty gold, but to me it looks like it's got a little bit of a green undertone in the pan, but whether that'll transfer on the skin, we'll have to wait and see. This is such a gorgeous shade. I'm gonna use the brush from the palette. I feel really weird just being like, I feel like a proper little artist, what the hell. Okay, are we ready? I'm so excited. Ooh, tell me more. Okay, does this have, no this doesn't. Does it have a green undertone? Ever so slightly. Usually I tend to stay away from gold shades just because I wore them throughout my teens and they take me back to my JLo wannabe years, which, you know, I mean, everyone wants to be JLo, but this palette does not have JLo vibes, which I really, really like, because I feel like most gold palettes have massive JLo, like bronzy, you have to be tan to wear them kind of vibes. But this does not at all. I think that this would work on every single skin tone. I love this so, so much. I really like it. Oh, that was so creepy. So I'm going to apply just a little bit of that. Can I do this without a mirror, just in the viewfinder? We'll find out. So for my highlight, I'm going to use this creamy matte shade called Flyby. The only thing that this palette doesn't have is a shimmery highlight colour, but for the look I've done, I don't feel like I need it anyway. But if you're into a shimmery highlight, obviously this doesn't have it. To be fair, whenever I use a shimmery highlight for my brow bone and inner corner, I always just use whatever highlight I've used on my cheeks. I never ever use ones that are out of eyeshadow palettes. Do you know what the pale cream shade is also perfect for, guys? If you've like put a tiny bit too much colour on, if you want to kind of get rid of it or blend it out, pop a bit of cream over it and it kind of blends it out and just mutes it down. A little trick for you there. If you make a little mistake, the cream is your best friend. I'm not sure how I feel about that in my inner corner though. I'm gonna do my other brow bone, and then I'm gonna use this brush to just go in with my highlight shade that I used on my cheeks, just on my inner corners. And I'm gonna pop some lashes on, and then I'm gonna be back to debrief with you guys. And just like that, as if it had taken no effort at all, I'm back with my lashes on. Like I said, I think that this palette is amazing. It's £42. I think it's so worth the money. The colours all just blend unbelievably together. They all complement each other so well. Obviously I haven't used all of them, but you can just tell that they do. I feel like that's just a given with Urban Decay's palettes. They know how to do a good palette, those guys, don't they? But I'm really happy with this look that I've created. I like that they're sort of dirty gold colours, because while you can create quite a glam look with this palette, you can also create quite a grungy look, which I absolutely love. I love how the colours blend with each other. I love the yellow undertone, especially in these transition shades. These were amazing. So let me know what you think about the look of this palette. Will you be getting your hands on it? What do you think about this look that I created? As soon as this palette's available, I will link it in the description box for you guys. So if you're watching this after the 13th of September, then you'll find it down below. That always sounds so weird. But subscribe to my channel if you're not already, hit the bell, and give the video a cheeky little thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!